So you're starting from Exeter Cathedral?
Yes, we are. We are embarking on a pilgrimage from the Cathedral Church of St. Peter to all of the parish churches on the eastern Estuary. And here we are receiving the light from the Easter candle and also the holy oils consecrated by Bishop Robert on Maundy Thursday. And we're going to be taking them to each of the 8 churches that we're going to visit along the route of this pilgrimage. And here is the Bishop of Exeter giving us his encouragement and his blessing before we set out on our 14-mile journey.
And do you do this every year?
This is the first time that we have taken this pilgrimage, and we've embarked upon it because normally the Easter candles are lit at Easter in all of our churches, and we receive the holy oils consecrated by the bishop at Maundy Thursday, and that's not been able to happen this year. So this is the first time that the light and the oils have headed out from the cathedral out to parish churches in our county.
And here's your first port of call.
With Louise Grace, who is the vicar at St Luke's at Countess Weir, and we'll also see her again down at St Margaret's in Topsham, where she's also the vicar. At each of the churches we had a service of worship, and we handed over both the light and the oils.
And this looks like Topsham.
Yes, this is St Margaret's Topsham, where we were welcomed by the Christian community there, and people stood in the street, and also we were welcomed for the first time since lockdown with the ringing of bells. And what a privilege it is to hand over the consecrated oils to the Christian families who are so eagerly waiting them. And then of course we walk the beautiful lanes of Topsham, surrounding Topsham, and walking is a wonderful way to share a story and share life. And as we share stories on the journey, we find that there's much more that we have in common with those around us than perhaps we thought.
And St Andrew's Exton.
And here with the colourful trousers we have the Reverend Bill Lemmy, who is the new vicar of St Andrew's, which, if you've never dropped into this church, is a beautiful, serene and peaceful place, a wonderful place just to stop and rest a while.
Is that the Bishop's chaplain too?
Yep, that's the Reverend Nigel Mason, our Bishop's chaplain, and our Archdeacon here with us again. And what was lovely was the way in which the congregations were excited to receive both the light and the oils. It felt to them, I think, that there was an awakening and a renewal.
And this looks very familiar.
Yes, this is the Commando Training Centre Royal Marines at Lumston, where I joined as a young recruit, aged 16. And within the church is within the camp, is St Albans, and we delivered the light and the oils to St Albans Church for the first time ever, we think. Well as there being beautifully smooth paths on much of the ex-estuary way, there's also these beautiful boardwalks that give you a great view of the estuary scenery. And here we are again at the Commando Training Centre, where I'm much happier on this side of the wire.
Lympstone Parish Church.
Yes, here we are at Lympstone Parish Church. Wonderful place.
And a little bit of magic.
And you can always rely on Lympstone to give you a very warm welcome. A big part of this pilgrimage, as well as bringing the oils and the light, is an increasing sense of partnership between churches. And here we get to walk with Father Robert Sellers from Littleham-cum Rally Mission Community, to his church, St. John the Evangelist. And it's about learning about each other and sharing life together and seeing how we can help and encourage each other in our faith.
A very popular cycle path.
And you have to be careful that you don't get run over. There's many cyclists that travel up and down this well-used path. And here am I checking the lamp, and the light is still burning.
We'll get a brief glimpse of Exmouth here. And a dangerous bend.
And by now our feet and knees are feeling the miles, and here's our Archdeacon feeling somewhat tired, I think. And so here we are now with a glimpse of Exmouth and almost the end of our journey, and our minds start to turn towards what comes next and the development of this pilgrimage into a legacy pilgrimage that all sorts of people may enjoy, either starting at Littleham or starting at the cathedral and stopping into any or all of our wonderful churches, and each one has a different character. Some are places of rest and serenity, others lift your heart and mind to the eternal.
And this is St. John the Evangelist.
Yep, this is St. John the Evangelist as we light the Easter candle for this community and hand over the holy oils to Father Robert. Now on our penultimate journey we head from St. John the Evangelist to our town centre church of Holy Trinity.
Via Exmouth town centre on a Saturday.
Yes, indeed. Many people not knowing a band of pilgrims are amongst them.
And Holy Trinity.
Where we were blessed to have our Archdeacon lead our service and pray a blessing over the Christian community that meets here. And now a final safety briefing before we head off on the final leg of our journey to Littleham Parish Church.
Only a couple of miles to go then.
Only a couple, and the hardest too. And here we arrive at the community of Littleham, and a welcome, refreshments and encouragement for the weary travellers. While we're here, we again take this opportunity to, for the last time, light an Easter candle and also deposit the holy oils before the final thing, the real blessing of being installed by the Archdeacon of Exeter as team rector for this wonderful mission community. Well, we do hope that you've enjoyed our video, and we do hope that you may be encouraged to drop in to one of our local churches or your local church, where I can assure you people will welcome you with open arms and invite you to join them on this great pilgrimage of life.